how my clients still got results despite being in perimenopause and menopause. A few client examples I'm going to run through today is Lorna, who lost 8 kilos in 16 weeks, Danyce, who lost 7 kilos in 12 weeks, and then also Pina, who lost 7 kilos in her first 7 weeks with us. Before I get too much into it, I'm saying this is not purely advice on what you should do when you're in menopause. It's purely just advice on how you can still lose weight when in menopause and some things that can help you manage symptoms in the process. By no means am I saying this is going to fix all your problems and all that, but if you're trying to lose weight, this is how you can still do it. Because a lot of people, there's a whole misconception. A lot of ladies seem to think that they're not able to when they're in perimenopause. Menopause is understandable. There's a lot of hormonal fluctuations going on. There's a lot of symptoms that they're feeling. It's very understandable why they feel that way, especially when they've got majority of women telling them the same thing, because, you know, those ladies aren't doing the actual correct things to lose weight. And it's just a bit of a misconception all around. To get us started, the same principles apply to menopause and perimenopause as it does with just normal weight loss in general. You have to be in a calorie deficit, sustainable, consistent calorie deficit, and you will lose weight. Yes, in some cases it can be a bit slower if you're in perimenopause or menopause. For example, if you're trying to lose half a kilo a week, as someone who's not in perimenopause or menopause, you'll lose half a kilo a week. But as someone who is in perimenopause and menopause, it might look a bit slower. It might look like 400 grams or 300 grams a week instead of the 500. So the same principles all apply, especially high protein as well, making sure you're focusing on protein, supporting your recovery, your energy, and multiple other factors as well. Make sure you're focusing on high protein, you know, at least getting 1.2 times your body weight in grams of protein daily. It doesn't have to be 1.5 to 2, you know, 2 times. Just even if you're just getting 1 gram of protein per kilo of body weight, that is still a start. You can always look at slowly increasing, but I would say 1.2 is a good, you know, sort of benchmark to aim for, especially in a weight loss phase as well. It's a bit hard to get your protein in when your calories are a bit lower. Another important thing is not to drop those calories too low. A lot of ladies will go into such a aggressive calorie deficit, or just women in general should not be going into a massive calorie deficit. You know, their hormones need the nutrients. If you're dropping your calories to like 1,000, and you know, you're not trying to do it for professional competing like bodybuilder or anything like that, just general weight loss, please do not do this long term. Like, it is not a healthy thing to do. You will start to feel the bad things of it very quickly. You need to give your body the nutrients that it needs to actually support your hormones, support your recovery, energy, performance, and just mood in general. One thing that I found really helpful is creatine monohydrate. There's a lot of clinical studies that have literally came out in the last few months that is, you know, talking about how beneficial it is to women in particular, especially in perimenopause and menopause. It's also been linked to other things as well, like Alzheimer's and all that, but I want to focus on its benefits for women in general. Creatine monohydrate, essentially, you know, you should be looking at taking about 5 to 10 grams daily. Creatine monohydrate, basically, what does it do? It helps you preserve your lean muscle mass effectively, supports your bone health as well, supporting your bone strength during these hormonal changes, which is really important. Cognitive support as well, which is a big one. It enhances your brain function. It helps you with your focus, which is, you know, definitely really important. And I've even had some clients tell me that it has actually helped them with their, you know, general energy. Brain fog is gone. Also, some have noticed that even the hot flashes have, you know, calmed down a bit, or they've, you know, erased as well. I'm not saying it's going to be the same for you. I'm just saying this is my experience with the ladies I've worked with. Another really important thing as well during perimenopause and menopause is your bone protection. A lot of ladies are scared to, you know, get on the weights and to do, you know, all the weights and all that. I'm not saying you have to go and bench press 200 kilos. We're just saying you have to go push yourself, do some weights, do it within your own means, but do weight training. It is so beneficial. The resistance training is going to help you maintain and strengthen your bones and the density. And with a focus on progressive overload as well, it's going to ensure that you keep progressing. Another good one as well is focusing on core exercises too. These core exercises will support your stability and overall strength. Now on the nutrition side of things, what is important to focus on with your nutrition? Healthy fats or dietary fats, whatever you want to call them, they are so key. Just in general, not perimenopause, menopause, not in any of that. Every woman in general should be focusing on dietary fats. It is such a key factor in regulating your hormones, and I want to give you guys a few different food options and what you could be eating. Things like olive oil, this is really good for your heart. It's also a really good versatile cooking fat. Avocado, very nutrient dense. A lot of people love it, and it's rich in your healthy fats too. Mixed nuts, packed with protein and also your healthy fats too. Fatty fish, really good for your brain and your heart health. And then full fat dairy as well, which actually supports your hormone production and overall satiety or fullness. There are some other dietary fats, but I won't get into the full list. Just search up dietary fats online. There's a few different examples, but I would definitely try including these. As a minimum, you should be aiming for like 50 grams of dietary fats daily as a minimum. If you can go higher, great. Obviously with weight loss as well, there's a whole lot of other factors as well that contribute to consistency, you know, staying to this calorie deficit and all that, which is what I make a bunch of information about online. My coaching program is the most sustainable fat loss program anyone will ever do. It's personalized to you, and we go into great detail to make sure it's something that you can actually stick to and still be able to enjoy your life with your favorite foods, social events, all this stuff. I've got heaps of other sustainable fat loss advice on my Instagram at landenquinn.coaching. If you check out my YouTube channel and also my Spotify podcast channel, you'll find heaps of other interesting topics around this as well.